Siri. Okay, now, today we're going to do a video about how we keep our relationship real. Look at LGI. Let's come on, I can do a video that is funny. I think a lot of people enjoy our funny video, so we're gonna continue to do that. So during the a lot of people are depressed, so we hope that it will cheer you up a little bit. So this is our cat, Siri, and she always wants to be with us when we sit here, right? Why did you choose me? Or why did I choose you?
She chose me.
I choose
No, why I choose her? I think it was the mind who chose her, because we met on a party, and I found her rather good looking and sexy.
Sexy. Okay. Wow, sexy. And how did I choose him? Like he said, we met at the party. I've been to the party a few times, but I never have eye on people. So I choose the ugliest one. No, I choose the cutest one there. And he's so cute, you know, he have this jacket on, not a jacket, like a sweater.
Yeah.
And that I like that sweater. So that sweater really attracts me to him. And then I realized, wow. So when you go to party, wear something that is a bit outstanding, so that you will get some attention if you are interested in getting a partner, right?
Yeah.
So I think maybe that was his intention.
I don't know.
Anyway, why I choose him? Because I think what that attracts me to him is the way he speaks. He's very confident. He's very assuring. I felt safe when I was talking to him. So I think that is the very important factor, you know, how you are attracted to the person look, the person smell, and then the person behavior is really, really important. So he was very polite, I think, and that was what that attracts me to him. That was the first stage. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the second question is your relationship up to your expectation?
Every relationship is full of surprises. Every relationship I have been in I was married before, and you can't compare a companionship in that way. You can compare it, but you can't expect the same from another person. Yeah, I can say she lives up to my expectations.
In fact, I'm higher than his expectation. I'm much, much more than he's expected, right?
Yeah, sometimes yes.
Right? Sometimes, yes. I can cook, I take care of him, yeah. And then I make sure he eat right and stay healthy longer time. I make sure that you are well.
Yeah.
I think in the past I didn't have so much of an expectation for a partner. Siri is going to drink our own. So I think as you grow older, your expectations somehow grow higher, right? Like, you know, you have your own habit, you have your own rules. And then when you grow older, you know, your expectations naturally go higher. But I think it's also very important that, you know, you shouldn't have too high an expectation. Sometimes this is good, because if you don't have expectation, then we will take each other for granted. So I think we must have expectation. And my expectation for him is overwhelmed, because I think I didn't expect to meet such a nice, lovely, loving person like him. And I think I'm really blessed, because he's taking quite good care of me, except that he has a very strange hobby, like motorcycle. You know, we are out on a motorcycle, but the good thing is that he drives not so like crazy fast. So I felt, even though, you know, we are both not so tall, The motorcycle is too big for us, definitely. So it was a bit lacking of confidence there. So I think besides the sport and his interests and hobby, I think I felt really comfortable with him. So I would say that expectation-wise is more than what I expected. This relationship changed you.
If you say a relationship doesn't change the people, you are
Lying.
you are lying, because if you try to not change, you will change, but you will not see it. And if you not change, the relationship probably will not last, because you have to change a bit.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't be the same person as you were when you were alone, because that's a whole different situation compared to be a couple.
Yeah.
So you change, either you want it or not.
It's up to you.
But I rather see you change consciously, so you can make the relationship
Works. Yeah.
works.
Yeah, I strongly agree. You know, you must change for each other. A lot of people say, don't change. You cannot change a person. You know, but when you come to think about that, if you change you think that, maybe I have a really bad habit, and I change to become a better person, for example, or maybe I change to be more loving, you know. And for me, I'm the type of person who is very difficult to trust people. So over the years, I have changed, you know, to able to let go and, you know, trust people more. And I think it was through him that I find that, you know, that I hope, because he's my best friend and he knows what I expect and he knows what makes me happy, and he's working really hard to make me happy. And I'm so glad for that. So I think we all change to make situation good for us in our relationship, so that it works. So I think we must change, right? So don't say you don't change or you never change. You must change.
You change whether you want it or not. Then it's better, rather.
Yeah. Have you ever forgotten your anniversary? When is our anniversary?
9th of July.
9th of July. That's the date where we met on the party.
We tried to go out and eat.
Yeah.
So I think we have been out and eat every year.
To be honest, I always forgot. Even just now I was asking him, when is our anniversary? I'm not the type of person. I used to be in Singapore, you know, I used to be the type that I find that anniversary is like very, very important. It's like, oh my God, if you've forgotten our anniversary, I'm gonna whack you up, you know. No, I'm not that type anymore. So nowadays, to me, birthday, anniversary, all this is not so important for me, I find. Maybe if I used to be a Singaporean or, you know, as a Chinese Asian girl, then maybe in the past this was important, but not now anymore. So I think I've changed in that manner too. As you grow older, these are not important, yeah? But it is good to celebrate.
Yeah, it's good to celebrate.
Like to remind you, you know, like the time where you meet. So it's a good way to like refresh your relationship. Our cat is driving nuts. You know, it's driving us nuts. He's running all over the place.
Yeah.
You can hear the footprint, right?
Yeah.
What kind of person is your partner? What kind of person?
Oh, how should I say? She is working hard with the things she does, and she has a hobby, that's this one,
YouTube.
and is quite committed to it. She also is pushing.
I'm very pushy, bossy.
Pushing. Pushing is not bad. It can be too much sometimes, but a bit stop her a little bit when it's too much. Not a big issue. That way.
Yeah.
So.
I think I have a bit of OCD. So the reason why he say I'm pushy is because I don't like things to be everywhere in the house. It doesn't work for me. My brain has to be organized, and when things are not organized, I get very bossy. So yeah, I think
and she reorganized. That's a little bit of problem.
He means the furniture, yeah.
Yeah,
I like to.
And if you open a cabin, oh, here's something happened, and then you close.
He is a very. He told me on the first day when we know each other that he is very selfish, yeah, and he admitted that.
Yeah,
he said that he's very selfish.
You can't deny it. I can't deny it. I'm selfish.
Yeah, I do not know why he's driving, because I've been trying to figure out, his past, his childhood that makes him selfish, and then over the years, I think it's in the gene. You're very protective over your own things and your own space. I think so. He is a little bit selfish because sometimes when he takes food, for example, he never think about me. He just take and take and take. He don't even know if I have enough or not. So I think it is natural, but I think it is something that I can live with. But I have to remind him, hey, I'm here. I still need to eat. So yeah, it's not a big problem, but sometimes we can get really irritated when he becomes like that. Do you often disagree with each other, and how do you resolve it?
In every couple, you have disagreement. If you don't, someone is crawling very, very hard, because each person is unique. Especially we come from different cultures, so we have different expectations of things, how it's going to be done, or should it be done. So of course we disagree, but I think we try to discuss it and talk about it. We can have long talks sometimes, and we have to accept the fact that maybe I have done wrong, maybe I shouldn't have done that way. So I try to forgive, tell to myself that I can't do like that. I have to think a bit wider.
Yeah, for me, I find it's really important to communicate. If you don't agree, communication is the only way to resolve things. You have only two ways. It's either hell or paradise, right? So the smarter way is to choose the paradise, is to, stay calm. Maybe you need to be away from each other for a time. So when I'm really angry at him, what I do? Luckily, I have one room extra. So I will go there and spend the night there. And sometimes through some thinking, and then you get over with the angry or the anger. And then you are able to speak, to each other in a calm. And I always get over the next day, right? After the next day, I felt like I'm more calm. Then I can discuss or talk to you about that issue.
Yeah.
It's good not to confront each other if you are in that stage. There's no point, because you are actually using your anger on each other, and it will never work because your mind cannot be clear when you speak. And sometimes when you speak, you might hurt each other. So giving space, I think, is really, really good.
Yeah, giving space to people is good.
Not necessarily has to be couple. Sometimes it works in every relationship.
Yes.
Like you taken each other for granted.
You can't ever take another person for granted. If you do that, you're going to be in a big trouble later on. So it is. That's my point.
Have I taken you for granted?
No, I don't think so.
That's nice to hear. Do I take him for granted? Sometimes, yeah, because I think I felt like some technical aspect, like building and all that, he can do. He can do a better job compared to me. Sometimes I just like shut myself off. I just don't want to do the thing that I am not familiar or not interested in. So I always let him do all the you can do, because you are much stronger than me physically and I'm not that good in my back. So some heavy stuff, he's a really strong man, right, LG? So I think in that way I take him for granted, like, expecting him to do all the man thing and I do all the woman thing. So yeah, live without each other.
If I have to, I will survive. Not nice to live alone.
Yeah, it is true. But we are not getting any younger, so we can't. Any one of us can just go, and we do not know when, fortunately. If I were to live without you, I think it's going to be really boring. At the same time, I also enjoy, time being alone. And whether I can live without him, I think it will be really difficult. And if he's gone, I think I would love to be alone, because I just felt like, as you grow older, I don't know why I can understand why you say it is not fun to be alone, because you're sitting here and watching TV whole night without somebody sitting beside you, can be boring. But for me, my thinking is like, if you're gone and whether I can be alone, I think I can be alone because I have far too many things to do, my hobby that will keep me alive, So I think
you can survive.
I think I can survive.
Yes.
Yeah. Death will bring us together again, I think, somehow. I always believe in that. You make relationships stay alive. He said that this is a very difficult question.
Yeah, you can remember the day you met. So you can. Now we are going out for dinner or lunch to celebrate our year day, and also remember when she is born, when her birthday is, daughter's birthday. Maybe I should come home with a flower sometimes. But I also think that hugging is good. I like hug.
He liked me to sit beside him when watching television.
And I like to just call when you
cuddle.
Yeah, cuddle. And then when we meet somewhere, I can just hug her. That's a way to showing affection also.
Affection. Yeah, I think showing affection is very important. I think we both have the same kind of affection that we need for each other. So I like to do the same thing he does also. We like to cuddle, we like to hug, we like to, be showing love and affection. I think that is really, really important. But I also think that, the interest, the hobby, and the way we think is also somehow make our life interesting. We need not have to be agreeing with each other all the time, otherwise it will be very boring, right?
Yes.
And you have something that you can discuss in a more adult way. Have interests, like you are motorcycling during the winter. We are out a lot in the nature to explore this country, and also I'm also inside filming. So I think our hobby somehow matches very well.
You can use your hobby in my hobby.
Yeah, exactly. But actually, I'm quite an introvert. I am not antisocial, but I like to keep it to myself.
For me, I have always have friends to visit and that way. So for me, that's quite necessary. And when I lost my wife, it was really necessary. It helped me a lot to go and visit friends.
Yeah, of course. Of
have
course,
a
your
social-
friend will support you, you
yeah.
know, because they know that you are alone, and of course they will give you all the love they can give you, you know, to make sure that you are okay. Yeah, of course, friends, you know, when I was younger in Singapore, friends is like, wow, my whole world, you know. And I think also when you move to a country where are more isolated, and then you have this behavior, you develop this behavior and personality. And I didn't realize that until recently. I just felt like, you know, it's not that I don't like to be with friends. I just felt like we don't really need a lot of friends, you know. I think if you have a good connection with just 1 or 2%, I think that is enough. You know, having this real, true, genuine friendship. I'm very satisfied with that. I don't expect to have tons of friends. What would you want to say to each other? You know, it's not like a vow, but you know, like some kind of promise for each other.
I would like to share the rest of my life.
That's nice. And of course, you know, I like to share the rest of my life with you too. Taking care of each other.
Yeah.
Through thick and thin. And I think most importantly, peace and calm relationship. No drama.
No drama.
No drama.
You can raise your voice sometimes.
Yeah, you can, because that's sometimes what you need also.
Yeah.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give us a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on so that you get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you. Bye bye.